Hello dear class 10 students, I hope everyone is doing well. So welcome to lesson number 4 of the chapter Metals and Non-Metals. So guys, today in this module, we will see the chemical properties of metals and non-metals and then reaction with oxygen. Alright, now let us see the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So the first one is reaction with oxygen, reaction with water, reaction with acids, reaction with bases, and displacement reactions. So these are the chemical properties of metals and non-metals, and we will see these reactions one by one. Alright, now let us see the first reaction, that is reaction with oxygen. Most metals combine with oxygen to form metal oxides. Now we know that when metals combine with oxygen, it forms metal oxides. So this is the general reaction. Metal plus oxygen, it gives a metal oxide. Now consider one example. Sodium reacts vigorously with the oxygen present in air to form sodium oxide. Now sodium, it reacts vigorously with oxygen which is present in air to form sodium oxide. Now we know that sodium, it is a metal. So sodium plus oxygen, it gives metal oxide. Now we know that sodium oxide, it forms through a chemical reaction between sodium and oxygen. So sodium, it has a valency of +1 and oxygen, it has a valency of -2. Okay, now to balance their charges in the compound, two sodium atoms combine with one oxygen atom, resulting a neutral compound with a cross valency of 2. So this is the chemical equation for this reaction. So in this reaction, you can see that 4 sodium atoms combine with 1 molecule of oxygen gas to yield 2 molecules of sodium oxide. Clear everyone? Alright. Sodium catches fire if left in open. It is therefore kept immersed in kerosene. Now sodium, it is a highly reactive metal. So therefore sodium metal, it is often stored immersed in kerosene to prevent it from reacting with moisture and oxygen in the air. So this reaction can be quite vigorous and it can even catches fire. Okay, so by keeping sodium immersed in kerosene, it is effectively isolated from the surrounding air and moisture, thus preventing or slowing down these reactions. Clear everyone? Alright, now let us do one activity. So the aim of the activity is to synthesize a metallic oxide and test its solution using litmus paper. Okay, now hold a magnesium ribbon with a pair of tongs and ignite it. So guys, now hold this magnesium ribbon with a pair of tongs. So this is a pair of tongs, and then ignite it. After that, you can see that the magnesium ribbon burns with a bright white light and forms a white powder. So when the magnesium ribbon starts burning, it burns with a bright white light and then it forms a white powder. So can you see it? Now the magnesium on heating burns in air in presence of oxygen with a dazzling white light to form magnesium oxide. Now the magnesium, when it burns in presence of oxygen, it gives a magnesium oxide. So this is the reaction Mg plus, that means the magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Now we know that the valency of magnesium is +2 and that of oxygen is -2. So we may write it as Mg2O2. But here this is not the accurate formula. So we will reduce the subscripts to least possible whole number. Okay, here the subscripts are 2. So therefore it is actually written as MgO, where 2 is cancelled by 2. Clear everyone? So now see the balanced chemical equation for the formation of a magnesium oxide. So here you can see that in this reaction, 2 magnesium atoms react with 1 molecule of oxygen gas to yield 2 molecules of magnesium oxide. Clear everyone? Alright. Now let us do one another activity. collect white colored magnesium oxide powder. Now collect some white colored magnesium oxide powder. Okay. After that, take spoonful of magnesium oxide and dissolve in water. Now take a spoonful of magnesium oxide and then dissolve in it water. Okay. Now dip a strip of red litmus paper in the solution. Now take a red litmus paper. After that, dip the strip of red litmus paper in the solution. You can see that the color of the red litmus paper changed from red to blue. So here the red litmus turns blue, indicating that the solution is alkaline. Okay, now we know that when red litmus it turns into blue, that indicates that the solution is alkaline. This happens because magnesium oxide dissolves in water to form magnesium hydroxide, which is an alkali and turns red litmus blue. So this happens because the magnesium oxide, when it dissolves in water, it forms a magnesium hydroxide. So basically the magnesium hydroxide, it is an alkali and thus it turns red litmus to blue. Clear everyone? Okay, now see the reaction. So magnesium oxide plus water, it gives magnesium hydroxide. Now we know that magnesium has valency 2. Now we know that the valency for hydroxide is 1. So we will get a formula MgOH2, that is the sodium hydroxide. Now see the conclusion. Metal reacts with oxygen to form metallic oxides which are basic in nature. Now from here we can conclude that the metals, when they react with oxygen, they form metallic oxides, and these metallic oxides, they are basic in nature. Clear everyone? Alright, now let us see the reaction with oxygen in case of nonmetals. Nonmetals like carbon, sulfur and phosphorus react with oxygen to form nonmetallic oxides. So this is the general equation for nonmetals when they react with oxygen. So nonmetal plus oxygen, it forms nonmetallic oxide. These oxides are also called acidic oxides as they form acids when dissolved in water. Now this nonmetallic oxide, these are also called acidic oxides. This is because they form acids when dissolved in water. Clear everyone? Okay, now let us see. Carbon bonds in air, that means in presence of oxygen, to form carbon dioxide. Now when carbon it bonds in presence of oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide. So see the reaction. Carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide. Now we know that carbon, it has a valency of 4 and oxygen, it has a valency of -2. So from here we will get the formula CO2, that means the carbon dioxide. So here it is reduced by 2, so it is CO2. So this is the reaction for carbon dioxide when carbon reacts with oxygen. Carbon dioxide dissolves in water to form carbonic acid. Now when this carbon dioxide it dissolves in water, it forms carbonic acid. Now see the reaction. So carbon dioxide plus water, it gives carbonic acid. Now we know that hydrogen, it has a valency 1 and carbonate, so CO3 is for carbonate and carbonate has a valency of 2. So we will get a chemical formula H2CO3, that is the carbonic acid. I hope everyone is clear. Now let us see few questions. So see question number 1. What happens when a metal reacts with oxygen? So we have already came to know that when metal reacts with oxygen, it forms a metal oxide. And basically the metal oxides, they are basic in nature. So from the activity we have seen that the red litmus, it changes into blue. Thus it proves that they are basic in nature. Now see the second question. Give a balanced chemical equation when magnesium reacts with oxygen. So this is a simple chemical equation where you have to show the balanced chemical equation when magnesium it reacts with oxygen. So try to do it by yourself. I have already shown you in our previous slides this reaction. Alright, now let us see the last question. Why is sodium stored in kerosene? So this one also I have explained you very clearly that sodium it is a highly reactive metal. So if it is kept in open, it reacts with the oxygen and the moisture present in the air, so it easily catches fire. So this is why we should immerse sodium in kerosene. Okay students, so I hope everyone is clear. Keep on studying and see you in the next lecture. Thank you.